In the darkest nights, we find our light. Battered souls, but we won't lose sight. Surviving together, never alone. Through every trial, we carry on. Surviving together, never alone. Through every trial, we carry on. Surviving together, we stand tall. United forever. Strength and courage will overcome. Surviving together, victorious, and never, never alone. Hand in hand, we'll face the unknown.
We see you, we hear you, and we believe you. Hey, everyone. How are you doing today? Welcome to Surviving Together. You are here with me, Mac, and also joining me here is Crystal Phoenix today. This is where we're kicking off our first crafting day for the Clothesline Project. If you guys were unaware of what our Clothesline Project is, it is making t-shirts and putting on them whatever you want. That is your truth as a survivor, your support for survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, of mental health issues, whatever your truth is in that arena. And there are different colors that you can do. I couldn't decide on a color, and so I just picked gray because this is actually a nice big t-shirt, so I've got a lot of space that I can actually work on with this. So I'm going to be doing that. Crystal has a beautiful tie-dye t-shirt she's going to be working on. If you guys want to know what the colors mean, I have a community post set up. I think it's like 2 or 3 back, and it is gives a list of the different colors and what the Clothesline Project organization has ascribed to them. But you don't have to follow that. You can do whatever you want. Let's do some shout out to the people that we have here.
I was about to say real quick, let's say our hellos. Hello, my handsome brother Lawless.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Blood Files, good morning as well. Thank you.
And Poet, thank you, Brian.
Jimena, not able to join, but watching. Thank you. Thank you for sending your love. We send it right back. Brian, Lucas, thank you. He's somebody who has worked closely with Crystal in the past on her anthology book that got put together, had a poem in there, and his story as well. There you go. Showing her anthology. That's the hardcover version. Isn't it gorgeous? So many people contributed, not only the stories, but also the graphics that went into making that book. And she's got another one that she'll be doing call outs for authors.
When I get back from vacation.
Yes. First and foremost, that happens next week. And so we're definitely going to
I get back
and say goodbye and go have fun in Florida and romp and roam and come back
and warm up.
There you go. Absolutely. Oh yes, definitely. And I just pray that you have good weather there. So far so good, but we'll just pray that it stays that way.
The snow is finally melting. We're above freezing today.
Isn't it scary? I know we're supposed to get like 43 here during the week. It's going to be like Wednesday's high, but it's going to be like in the 20s at night. So it's like going to melt during the day and freeze at night. So anyone who's driving, black ice is a bad thing. If you guys have never experienced it, it is scary. You are just flying along thinking that the road is totally clear, and you hit a patch of black ice and your car just goes careening wherever it is going to go. And it's going to be pretty scary.
Gemma, we know that your weather is beautiful. You don't have to tell us.
Jimena, is she would? Yes, we do want your weather, Jimena. It's a running joke, at least between the two of us and her in any chat she's in with all of us complaining about cold. And she's like, oh, it's going to be really hot here today. Yeah, love you still. We hate you, but we love you.
Yes.
What did I say? Kamal is also here. Thank you for being here. It's not too terribly late for you, actually. So that is good. So glad you
And
guys are all joining us today. So if
yep,
anybody
and for anybody on LinkedIn, thank you for being Team Replay. This is the first crafting day. We are going to be doing another one mid to late March.
about
for
3
the
weeks
final.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12th, 17th, something around there.
Mhm.
So but we'll decide that probably when you get back from vacation, and then we'll
So
post the date up for you guys. I'm
like-
actually going to be pushing my if my volume is affected at all. I'm not using my mic today, so I'm just using the computer. I'm going to push my computer back a little bit and just tilt it down so that you guys can just see the work that I'm doing instead of having to just stare at my face the entire time. So,
but we like staring at your face.
and I'll pop down. I'll pop
you
down too. But if you guys can't hear me or anything like that, please definitely no. Let's see if I can get.
Were your ears ringing, my love, Ajat? Because I was just speaking of you and the fact that Hey Angie, welcome. But Ajat, yeah, I was just speaking of you, saying that I have to get
There we go. That's better.
Your book in the mail before I go, but I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday as it is here. And since you were one of our winners, here it is, my love. You will be getting it signed. So here is your copy. Will be in the mail on Tuesday.
I didn't think you guys actually get to see whatever I'm wearing on my bottoms this time. Just love my these are lounging leggings, so I match at least.
I love your hoodie.
Do you see the kind of Bible verse? Me, 24/6.
Yes, I love it.
So John 4:6 or something like that. That's what
24/7. Where did you get that? I need that hoodie because that is so me.
I actually got this on Temu.
Hey Vanta, welcome, sweetheart. So, the thing about the Project Clothesline is what your message is. Like, what I had decided I was going to put on this is,
hi Angie.
Take back your power, speak your truth. Is what I'm putting as my message. Angie loves your top as well.
I would say I don't have my computer glass. I really need to go up and get my computer glasses. I'm never going to be able to see the chat from here.
Well, I mean, I'm
dealing with my bifocals, and as you can see, I'm leaning forward over everything, trying to see who else came in. Oh, hey, Co-Train, what's going on? How are you?
Co-Train, so what we're doing is called Project Clothesline. It's a project that Mac came to me with about because of my work with domestic abuse awareness and everything. And so today we are creating our t-shirts. Well, our first ones. We're going to do another crafting day as well. And so that's basically what we're doing. And we're just going to chit chat with you guys while we're creating. I did put the link for the StreamYard at the top if anybody wants to join us, whether you have a t-shirt or not, to just talk about life. Kind of, we wanted this to be a community project. So,
see, Co-Train, you may not be, I don't know how much you normally listen to the shows. Here's somebody else, Vanta Black.
She's Vanta. That is actually Helena.
I knew you knew her, so I was just like,
yes.
I had to say the name
Vanta
first
Black
before I said anything else about anybody.
Beautiful. She shared a story in the book, but she also created this artwork.
Ooh, nice.
For it. And
nice
she's got a few other featured pieces in the book as well of different pieces of artwork. The dedication artwork, those phoenixes are hers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice.
She's amazing. She only has black t-shirts.
You'd have to get white, white fabric pens or something to mark up, or just
Yeah,
as we
but
say,
she,
Goodwill, or whatever your local thrift store is
yeah.
great for this. Co-train, because I'm not sure how much you listen in regards to this community. What the Clothesline Project is it was support. It was actually started in Massachusetts by a women's organization, and the idea is for people to put their truths out there in regards to domestic violence, in regards to sexual violence, childhood sexual assault. We've expanded it to include mental health. If you've got a particular mental health condition or illness that you support or is personal to you in some way, please speak your truth in regards to whatever that is. I have put up a bunch of different pictures just from the Clothesline Project. You can find it at clothesline.org. That's the official one. There are a lot of other ones, .net, whatever, because people have done this all over the world. They've done it all over the country, and it's billed as an art installation. So when the t-shirts are done, they're all put on a clothesline and hung out for people to look at. Well, obviously we can't do that. We're a virtual land. So what's going to happen when we get our t-shirts done, then we're going to I'm going to be
Create.
sending my picture to Crystal, but you guys can all send them to me as well on my email. Just subject line Clothesline Project. Send me a picture of your t-shirt that's done, and we are going to create a virtual clothesline, and we'll be presenting that on April 19th, which is National Hangout Day, meaning hang out your laundry, clothesline, put it on the clothesline. So it just kind of fell on our laps that way. We started this February 1st. We're going till April 1st. We'll take submissions to then. If you want to make a physical t-shirt like we're doing here, you can. Or if you want to create a graphic, if you want to do it online, that's fine too. And just send us the graphic of it. Anything, if you want to do a video, we would just say, limit it to 15, 30 seconds, something like that, something short, because this will be eventually part of the clothesline where we'll have everything going by. So it's people can read it and see. And so if you have a verbal message you want to add to it, that's fine too.
I do want to give a shout out to Gemina. I know I always pronounce your name wrong. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But Jimena, thank you. She made the comment that she'll make her t-shirt and my artwork will be so lame. I will say I channeled my inner child.
Absolutely.
Your artwork is not lame. I love my mug. When she did her celebration for 300, I supported and ordered this mug, and you know what? It is awesome. I love it. Yeah. I mean, so
guys, we all of the art talent went to my brother. My mother gave it straight to my brother. My father is an engineer. He deals with graph paper. The running joke in my family is I cannot draw a straight line with a ruler, which is true. I will find any divot in that ruler, and it will be down there. It's awful. So yeah, this is not going to be some great piece of artwork of mine. Okay. I'm actually just going to start with hearts. Yeah, see, if you guys go and look at the examples,
they're all just handwritten with feeling and love.
Yep. I mean, some of them are heart-wrenching. It was, Grandpa, you were supposed to love me, not love me like that. So some of them are very, very personal and deeply go into their stories. Others are just have names and dates of someone who has lost their life to domestic violence, and they are celebrating that person. I've seen simple ones like hands are not for hitting. Just be kind. Any generic nice message works as well, because that's supporting, that's supporting of our community. It's supporting of what we mean. It's supporting of what the Clothesline Project aims for. Yeah. Oh, Co-Train says he's in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It started in why is this name just like gone by me? Anyway, it was, yes, it was started in one of the communities in Massachusetts originally. Ajat, you've got the like same type face as somebody else who I generally see as well. So it's like every time I see them, like, oh, did I catch them? Oh yeah, I did. It's Ajat. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So,
And thank you, Angie, for being here.
oh,
I
Angie's
truly appreciate you. I know Miss 702 is resting. I met Angie Baby through Miss 702, who is another one of my very first friends on YouTube. Ajot, Angie, and Miss 702 were my start when it came to YouTube. And Ajot is how I met Misha. And through Misha, I met you and the rest of our beautiful community, you know? So I truly do appreciate, Angie, you being here, and Ajot and Lawless. You guys are, you know, we're all my start, you know, and I appreciate the fact that you still support me and everything. So thank you for being here.
Hyannis Port, sorry. Yes, absolutely sorry. I just had to check because it was driving me absolutely bonkers. Cape Cod. Yeah, that's where the start is. And you know, it's wonderful, and that's how this community has grown. And we've chosen, you know, specifically, I think a lot of us, to grow organically and grow through the people we are meeting because of the people that we want as part of our community. Hey, Rich, how are you doing today?
Thank you. Real quick, Rich.
Duty off too, I would imagine, but
I appreciate that, and just because you said that, there you go. There's more of them. That's not even all of our guitars. That is just a good portion of them. And thank you for noticing. They are my pride. The electrics are Matt's. Well, the Luna electrics are both, but the electrics are his, and the acoustics are mine. This right here, the Oasis, is my baby. That was my first Christmas present from Matt, and he has video of me crying opening it. And I will own that I cried it. Come on. If you opened that on Christmas morning, wouldn't you have tears in your eyes? How beautiful that is?
Yeah, if it was something I wanted, 100%.
And I did. I wanted it bad. So
that one's not.
I have an obsession with Luna guitars, Luna everything. They're designed and made by a bunch of hippies, so I fit in very well with them. And ironically, all of the Luna acoustics that I am drawn to, one creator has her hands on every single one.
Oh wow.
Because they're created and designed by multiple designers together. But each one that I am drawn to has one creator that's part
style
of
you really like.
I guess, because I mean the Rosa, the Phoenix, the Henna Oasis, those are all my babies. The Phoenix for obvious reason. But I prefer the black one, but we got the natural one on such a great deal that we couldn't turn it down, and it's still the Phoenix.
I love it.
So Matt spoils me. He indulges me.
Wonderful. We all deserve to have somebody like that in our lives.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you know my story, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
After the heck that I went through, it was nice to be spoiled. And I spoil him back. I mean, his best friend and I went halves on the the LTD. I mean, that was we got it on sale used for $900.
Wow.
And that was used on sale. You know what I mean? Or no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. We got it. It was a Gibson, and I don't. Nope, he's got that down because he's been playing it. Yeah, it was a true Gibson. So, but still, it wasn't a cheap guitar, you know. But anyway, enough talk about guitars. Sorry.
No, actually, if you guys haven't checked out, there's a creator called Guy. I think his last name's Banda. It starts with a B. I can't remember right offhand, but Creating Change is his channel, and he is all about guitars and music and singing, and that's kind of his whole community. And I got in touch with him because of Jimena, and he's been a great supporter of the channel. But yeah, if you like guitars and you like just seeing different guitars and what people are doing, definitely give him a look-see.
Yeah, Jimena, if you could send me his channel so that he and I can trade pictures of guitars and stuff, that'd be awesome, sweetheart.
Yeah, Carmel, I think you might be able to pull his up. It's Creating Change. I know we had a little bit difficulty finding it last time, but I think we'll be able to find it this time. I totally screwed up this M, but
Oh,
well.
honey, why do you think I'm not doing block letters? I'm just doing straight lettering.
We'll see. We'll get most of the other ones, but yeah, I messed up my M. I should have made the actual M first. Here's me trying to be nice and fancy. That's not happening.
But that's okay.
Oh, God, the Sharpie smell. Damn, ma.
Are you getting high?
Oh, I'm trying not to. Ugh.
That's what I meant, honey. Yeah, send it to me on Facebook. See, I have fabric markers.
Oh yeah, I didn't have anything, so I had to kind of scrounge for what was like around here.
Yeah, no, I got those a while back because I was creating these cute little. You know how when we were kids we would color on our kids' shoes.
Oh yeah.
I was making shoes for the girls for school. And so I got these.
Oh, yeah.
And I even made a pair for me. I used my airbrush with some fabric paint to kind of make the shoes kind of funky looking, like with different colors. And then I drew on them with these.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I have the creative bug, but a lot of times I have to use stencils for stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to actual drawing. Like, you're doing a lot better than I can with the block letters and stuff.
It's the only thing I've ever learned to do.
See, I suck at that.
This hearts, and I can make like a tree line with hills that go like this. Here's the hills. And then a tree trunk. And then, kind of the all-purpose curly cues to make either a flower or a tree branch or whatever. It goes for everything, right? All right.
Yeah.
So
I was good at drawing faces, like eyes. I'm really good at, and lips. I'm really good at.
Yeah, no, I never got into any of that.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm not that great freehand. Everything I have, like, I use stencils and then make it my own. Like, after. So, but who cares? I mean, I've seen some of those t-shirts. It's not about how pretty it is. It's about the message.
Absolutely not. And you can use, like we're doing, there's fabric markers. I'm using Sharpies. You can use, regular markers. I've seen people use, paint, hand paint, whatever, just poster paint, whatever's going to stick and dry on it. You can use. I mean, I even saw one that had stickers all over it. That just, they must have glued those puppies because I see that falling off fabric pretty easily. But it's whatever you want. And colleges all around the world have done this. I was looking at some of them, and there's some colleges now that do this every year. They've got organizations that take up the mantle with it, and so it's an ongoing installation every year that they put up, which is wonderful. I've seen
My
them
friend
do it.
Kristen Vaughn, when she saw it, she's really big in the anti-trafficking movement.
Uh-huh.
Like boots on the ground. She has a team to get people out, kind of thing.
I'd
She,
love to have her on the channel.
hmm?
I said I'd love to have her on the channel.
Yeah, I would love
Let's
to have her
talk with her.
online. It's a matter of she's always so busy
Oh, I can imagine.
doing her work.
Yeah,
Because she does. She has spoken in DC. She is truly a survivor leader.
that's awesome.
With the
We
foundation
definitely
that,
need people like that, need advocates.
yeah, with the foundation that I'm building,
Mhm.
Project Hope is a big inspiration for the M&A Foundation.
Mhm.
And she is the one that taught me about Project Hope because she went through Project Hope when she got out.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna mute for a moment because Matt is calling real quick.
That's all
So
right.
give me a moment.
Go right ahead. I want to do a shout out to Marta. Thank you for stopping by. I'm so glad that you're here. We are just crafting away. So you're seeing me basically leaning over my t-shirt. I don't know if you guys can't see much of it right now. I should probably push this back a little further. So it's upside down for you guys, but I have written "Believe Me" with exclamation points, and I'm gonna write something, just not in block letters, but in just my
Yeah.
handwriting below that.
Mac, honey, Matt is having an emergency down at the shop and needs me to go down there.
Oh, goodness gracious. Go, go,
I'm
go.
sorry.
No worries.
All right. I love you, and I will hopefully be back, but he's coming to get me because he needs help.
All right. Not a worries.
All
Go
right.
do what you
Sorry,
gotta
guys.
do.
Love you.
Life happens.
Huh?
I said, that's no worries. Life happens.
Yeah. Love you.
All right. Love you too. See you later, babe.
Bye.
All right. So you guys are stuck. Oh, and hey, you can see my whole t-shirt right now. So you guys are stuck with me. So I'll just be babbling on, and I'm going to see if I can read your comments while I do this. Yeah, the very first time I saw the Clothesline Project, I don't even know how it came up. It was just on YouTube. It was not on YouTube that I saw it. I was probably searching for something else, researching for one of the shows or whatnot, and the concept came up, and I liked it immediately. And I had talked to some people about doing it, but at the time, my channel was only 6 months old. It was real small, and I was still focused on getting through a lot of the trauma topics that I'd wanted to get through the first year, kind of just covering the bases of, what is trauma and trauma effects, and just getting a good baseline of information out there, which, yes, I know I still need to make the videos based off of those, so that all the baseline videos will be there. And that is a project for the first half of this year. I had first said my first quarter, that was kind of a personal thing. And then I realized, no, there's other things going on right now. I cannot stress myself by doing that. If I was a different person, if I had a different personality, if I didn't have some of the stressors that I do, I might be able to get it done and put more focus on my channel. I would certainly love to, but I don't have that opportunity right now. And so I need to be real to myself and real to the fact that I know that if I overwhelm myself too much, too often, I'm just going to shut down, and that's not going to be good. That's not going to accomplish anything. Hey, Tommy, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. I'm so glad you're here. Well, it was a we. You missed it. You'll have to go back in the live a little bit. Crystal showed some of her guitars that she's got. I just turned her on to creating change into Guy's channel and the whole family over there. So I think that you might see either her or her partner be popping in here in this next couple weeks. Probably not for at least a week or so, because she is off on vacation next week. So I do not expect to hear hide nor hair from her unless it is bragging about how warm it is where she is and how cold it is where I am. But she had an emergency, had to go, so she may or may not be back. And I've decided the first line of my t-shirt is going to be believe me, exclamation point, because all survivors, no matter what they're a survivor of, what kind of trauma they're a survivor of, deserve to be believed. If a child ever comes to you and says, somebody's making me uncomfortable, or somebody is touching me, or I don't like being with this person, or whatever it is, believe their truth. I know that there is a hesitancy because we don't want to accuse somebody of something. But there is a way of going about it and of finding out, verifying. You believe the child. You tell the child you believe them. You verify. If it turns out false, then you can deal with the consequences and then follow up that way. But to not be believed is devastating. And it's something that you as a survivor will carry with you for a long time until you learn to deal with that rejection, because it 100% is. And especially if it's somebody who you care about, who's an adult in your life, who you think is there to protect you, to love you. And when they don't believe you, or don't take you seriously, don't do anything, don't take action on the information you're giving them, it's heart-wrenching, and it does destroy a piece of the relation. Excuse me. It does destroy a piece of the relationship, because if I can't talk to this person about this thing that's going on, what else can't I talk to her about? What else aren't they going to believe me about? The flip side of that is kids then will say, well, I guess it's not a big deal. If they're believed, but it's just like, well, we just won't use that babysitter again, or you're just not going to go over to so-and-so's house again if it was, the next door neighbor or whatever. If it's brushed under the rug like that and it's not dealt with, particularly not dealt with in regards to the child, they can take that as, acquiescence, that this behavior is either okay or it's not as bad as it seems. I'm making too big of a deal out of it. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything in the first place. And there are all sorts of consequences for the child in that avenue when that happens. So always believe. The amount of false reports really are far and few between in comparison to the actual numbers. And, when we're looking at 1 in 4 women, 1 in 5 women, depending on what stats you look at, some as much as 1 in 3 will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime, and 1 in 6 men. And those numbers should give you pause. Those numbers should shock you, because it's absolutely horrifying. We are looking at numbers like 1 in 2 women, or 1 in 2 females, I should say, under the age of 18 will be abused. 1 in 3 to 1 in 4 boys.
Hello.
Hey, hello. How are you?
I'm back. I just had to pick up my car. Matt finished his, and I saw you were backstage, beautiful, so I brought you up. We have Gemini. We have another
Hey,
beautiful guest.
Jimena.
Unmute.
Hi guys.
Hey, Jimena, what's
Yeah,
up,
you
girl?
had me waiting backstage for like 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking up. I was coloring and yapping. So
I know you were so concentrated. I was gonna call you like,
you
hey
should
man.
have. I thought I would have picked up. I've got the phone next to me. I didn't even realize. I need to go get my other glasses so I can actually see the chat
Okay.
without.
So give me a minute to get back inside. I saw that our beautiful guest was waiting, so I wanted to let her up, and
Thank
I
you.
will be back in a moment.
Great.
Crystal invited me before like this morning. She sent me a link and I was, what's this? And she said it's a Clothesline Project. And I say, okay, I'll see if I can pop in. And I was doing some other stuff, but then I found a t-shirt and said, okay, let's jump in.
Oh, hey, so great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just supporting you guys.
Thank you. And I'm going to pull my thing forward for a second and see if I can actually see the chat.
I'm working on my t-shirt. It's an old t-shirt that has an elephant that is like doesn't look good anymore. So I'm just gonna do some decorations around it. In the back, I'm gonna put.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what this is a know nothing t-shirt. I'm working on the back side of it. It just says like Northport or something on the front, but yeah, it was. I was purposely ignoring you.
It's a good project. I liked it. So I told you I was gonna participate, and I didn't
appreciate it.
congratulate you on in person about
Oh,
your award. So
thank
I'm so proud
you.
of you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've got to get the button up. I think I'm gonna have replace. I'm gonna take this logo down while we're talking, so it's not in front of your face.
Hello.
There we go.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to get they've got the finalist thing that I showed you, but then they've got just a little button that says finalist. And I have to have one of them on my feed, or either on the live or on my web page or whatever for a year.
So, did you ever spill the beans on who nominated you?
I was gonna do that today, actually. Well, I was gonna do it yesterday when you were here, but I didn't. So yes, our lovely Crystal Phoenix is the one who found out about these awards. Dr. Terreri. I'm going to say that correctly if it kills me. Dr. Terreri Trent. Her organization has created the Women Changing the World Awards. And Crystal found out about it and thought of me and thought enough of the channel and the work that we're doing here to nominate me for the Women Changing the World Awards. And I found out on Monday that I am a finalist in the category of women in journalism and media. So there's 12 of us. There were 751 nominations. Now, I don't know if that was in my category alone or if that was overall, but it was not very clear the way they made it. So finalists or the winners will be announced at the awards ceremony, which is in April, and that is in London. Would I love to attend? Yes. Finances are an issue. If you would like to donate, please donate to Surviving Together, and perhaps I will be able to get over there. But otherwise, I plan on joining live stream with that. So,
and if you want to donate, the banner to where to donate is on the bottom of the screen now.
oh yay! I was gonna get there eventually.
Uh-huh.
Yes, please help my friend.
Yes, and I will say that the beautiful Mac did return the favor of nominating me, but I was not able to come up with the funds to accept the nomination. But just the fact that she loved me enough to nominate me as well, I do truly appreciate and love you for doing so. Just the fact that I was nominated, speaks a lot,
Crystal has done so much work, not only with her channel, with domestic violence, with the books that she's been doing. She's got domestic violence advocacy work that she does. She's in contact with so many different people who are advocates for either mental health or somewhere in the domestic sexual assault realm. And she actually, for some of her time, received an award this year. And what was that award, Crystal?
I received the Bronze Presidential Service Award for my community service with Break the Silence Against Domestic Violence organization. I had donated. I was it's a nonprofit education and resource group, and I donated a lot of time working with their hotline and everything, and so I got the Bronze Presidential Award for it. So
That is absolutely fabulous.
and then Jen Lynn also awarded me with the Phoenix Rising award through her organization and a spot in her magazine, which we now only need to sell 10 more so we can go to print.
Oh, awesome.
We
That's
only need 10 more.
wonderful.
10 more pre-orders and we will go to print. So if anybody's interested, just send me a DM saying I want one, no money up front.
Great.
She wanted 50 and I have gotten 15 of those sold.
That's awesome.
Not counting the 2 that I ordered for me.
See, Janet is here. Thank you for stopping by, girl. She, I know, she is off having fun this weekend. So the fact that she took a little bit of time to stop in and say hi here, it really means a lot to me. We have Lord Kiss Freak in the house. Thank you for stopping by. Someone who's freezing his nuts off. He's even farther north than, I think he might even be farther north than the Crystal M is. So goodness only knows. What's your temperature right now, Chris? Really interested to know. Hey, Maureen, how are you doing?
Hi.
Here.
Welcome,
and well, welcome, guys.
And Indigo, welcome.
Yes, thank you much
So-
for. I'm gonna go grab my other glasses so I can see a little bit better. Hang on, I will be right
What
back.
are you putting on your t-shirt, my love? This is the first time we've actually been on screen together.
Yeah, this is the first time, yes. So I had an old t-shirt that has an elephant that I love, that is like with mandalas. So I'm trying to remake this with these things that we have here. And I'm gonna put a legend behind with the survivor thing so I can
Awesome.
So it's let's see how it develops. I'm not an artist, so
Oh, honey, you think I am? Come on. I mean, I'm literally just writing on my shirt, okay?
that's what I'm gonna do on the back. I'm just remaking, like, I'm a coloring book. This is the elephant.
But
but
that
this
looks
is
so
worn
cool.
out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just thought it was a good idea.
I mean, most
Well,
of the artwork that you see in here is me using a stencil and, making it more mine. Okay? Like, I use a stencil for the base. Like, okay, what I've been drawing on with my t-shirt. Yes,
Oh.
I painted that with a stencil and then, made it more. So, please don't ever doubt your artistic creativity.
I don't. I own my lack of.
I'm a
I'm
singer,
proud
not a
gamer.
drawer. And apparently I'm a writer. We have proven that I can write and
Well,
help others.
I'm an engineer, so
Hey, that takes creativity anyway.
yeah, but it's a different type of one. It's not an artistic one. It's more of a solving problems. So yeah.
No, but that is still creativity. Matt is a software engineer. And
I didn't do nothing.
I'm a software
oh,
engineer.
shut it. Come here.
What?
Just say hi. Who
I'm
cares?
dirty.
Who cares? He was working at the shop.
Right.
Hi.
And
Hello.
our guitar. Ooh, owie. Our guitar collection has been the talk of for a few minutes there. It was the talk of.
The funny thing is that's only half.
I know. Matt goes,
Tommy
the funny thing
Cannon,
about the guitar collection is this is only half of it.
Yeah, Tommy, I don't know if you're still here, but Tommy Kenyon stopped in, and he's somebody who I met over at Creating Change. He's a musician as well, and so I'm betting his eye was drawn to those as well. But yeah, you definitely got to check out Guy and Creating Change and the community that they have over there. They've got just some amazing. There's a guy named Gaston who
I'm missing Luna.
I think it's Gaston's music covers.
He had to show off our rare Luna electric bass.
Ah, got it.
No, the rare one is the 12-string semi-hollow Luna that we have. That is a rare find.
So you will find a whole community that over there who would definitely be just goo goo gaga-oing over your stuff.
Yeah, the 12 strings right there. So, but I really want to know where you got that hoodie because I want it.
I told you, Timo.
Oh, Tima?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What? Indigo, hippy dippy witchy. I like that.
I resemble that remark.
That rhymes, Samantha.
That's me.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's like I resemble that remark as well. I mean,
We all have some witchy in us. So even if we deny it, we have it.
one of my favorite movies is The Covenant, the new one.
It is.
And towards the end, and it's the bad guy that says it, but it's funny. He goes, when you said that, it just reminded me of him going, ooh, witchy. You know, and he was the protagonist, he was the bad guy, but at the same time, the movie is amazing. And me being the Harry Potter freak that I am, in the beginning of the movie, one of my favorite lines is they're all having to use their powers together and they're going over this cliff. And the driver of the car goes, Harry Potter can kiss my ass. And they're all like doing this one spell to make it happen. If you haven't seen the movie, you should. It's a great movie. But it's all about like the families of Salem that survived, like the true witches and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And the power of the covenant goes to the firstborn son.
I see.
And it's a coming of age movie, and I owned it like 12 times, and every time I owned it, somebody stole it from me. Someone would borrow it
Of course.
and never return it.
Right.
So
That's why you never borrow
Yeah.
books or movies, things like that.
Oh, I know. I let this one girl borrow like this whole slew of books, and then she like up and left town a week and a half later, and I'm like,
bitch.
I mean, I would never lend out anything I hadn't read and all that kind of stuff, but still, it was
I know, I get it.
the point of it.
I can't wait to see yours done,
Who are you talking to?
Jimena. Because that elephant is going to look awesome when you fix it.
I hope
can't wait
so
to see it.
because we'll see. I'll show you when it's done. I don't think I'll be able to finish everything today. But
Oh no, this is just like the first day that we're doing this together. we plan on doing another creating one, and I'll just have another t-shirt to make for it, you know.
You can finish yours anytime, Jimena, off camera, obviously,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah. I was not planning on jumping here, but I saw you alone, and I said, okay, I'm gonna jump because Crystal, I don't know how long she's gonna take.
Right. Yeah.
I
no,
didn't know how long I was going to take, and then Matt goes, "Oh, I just need you to pick up your car, to grab your car, because he was fixing his, and he had to take mine to fix his over at the shop. His parents own a machine shop, so instead of taking his car to a mechanic to get the brakes done, he just did it himself."
Yeah, my son's learned a lot working on his car.
So, but it is nice having a shop to do it in instead of having to do it out in the snow.
Yeah.
Janet.
Kind of working in the snow or our little garage, which is
Mm-hmm.
not totally enclosed.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows he could go over to my parents' house or whatnot, and do it over there. but-
Lord, his freak is an awesome. He works with cars too.
Oh, does he?
He's been telling me, yes. He's very talented right now.
That's cool. Yeah,
But that's what he
Karen
says. I have
he
to
was just
I have to
talking about
trust him on that one.
He what?
I have to trust him on that one, that he's good
Oh
at.
yeah.
It's great when you find that person that's so multifaceted. Matt really truly is. I mean, he has his private pilot's license. He is a programmer, musician, self-taught when it comes to the guitar and everything. He's a gamer. He can cook amazingly, and he's a neat freak, which is great because I'm a flop.
There you go.
That's awesome.
So
I'm also, I was a programmer at some point. I was I work in IT. I'm a project manager, but I don't like to cook. I do cook, but I don't like to cook.
I like
I
to
don't
cook
have many
meals so
talents. I
much.
think I have talents in like spirituality and public speaking and things like that. I don't like it, but I'm good at it.
You're good at it.
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
whereas very true. Most people who learn guitar are self-taught. Whereas his talents are like that. Whereas, yes, I love to cook. My dad was a chef. He trained me. Okay. And Mac and I have had this discussion plenty of times where it drives me nuts living here because I don't get to cook as much as I like. I am a singer. I'm very artistic, and I'm very good at speaking and everything else. That stems all the way back from when I was little and doing, beauty pageants and stuff. So it's like, and Matt is very much an introvert, always has been. Whereas I am the most extroverted introvert you'll ever meet.
Funny how
Because
people,
I used to be a big extrovert, but my abuser kind of took that from me, and I'm taking it back. But because of what I've been through in my life. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome.
hey Aquarius, what's going on today? Thanks for stopping by.
I embrace the introvert part of me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I have come to appreciate that alone time. I like that. I'm an ambivert. Can I steal that, Indigo? Because that sounds like me. I go both ways when it comes to being extroverted or introverted. It really depends on my mood, what's going on. Because I won't lie, this morning, Mac, I did not want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
To do this. And I kept looking at the clock, like, what time is it? Why I have to get up? I'm so warm. I'm so comfy. I just wanted to be an introvert today. But I was like, this is going to be fun. And Matt had to go work on the car. So I was like, okay, we'll do this. And I kind of psyched myself back up to doing this and, looking forward to it. But when you're lying there in bed all cuddled up,
yeah. All nice
it was
and
like,
comfy.
I don't want to move.
I didn't get to
Yeah.
bed until super, super late last night. And then the cats, of course, woke me up this morning. And I'm like, oh, you little effers. I'm like, whatever.
And then
And
my phone call came while
I
you were
slept
making
late
breakfast.
last night, and I woke up at 5:11 this morning.
On your own?
I couldn't sleep again, and I was like just moving. Like I turned it off. I like started trying to sleep again. Couldn't. I
Oh,
slept 3
that's
hours.
why.
My insomnia is horrible.
I at least
And
have the
I'm an
excuse of the
introvert. I
cats
don't
waking
like
me
public
up.
speaking, but I've been trained to do it, so I'm able to overcome my fear of public speaking or like giving trainings and things like that. But I don't like it. I'm very shy, and if you see me in a social gathering, I will be very silent unless I feel comfortable enough.
Right.
Mm.
I think, you find this a lot with survivors of, whether it's um, sexual violence or domestic violence or emotional abuse, neglect, it can definitely turn the most extroverted person introvert just because of
Yep.
the gaslighting and the hits to your self-confidence.
Mhm.
I was never an outgoing child. I think I could have been much more so, but because of circumstances, I wasn't. And so I, like you, Jimena, I had to learn to get over my fear of public speaking. And when I ran a temp agency for a while, so I'd have to do trainings every day. And sometimes we'd go into corporations and do trainings on human resource type things. And, I certainly had to learn to get over that and learn to get comfortable. But I definitely wasn't one who meet and greet and mingle,
So,
when you go
Same
into
here. But I can
situations.
do that with clients. For example, if I see a stakeholder of my projects or something, I'm able to take him to dinner or like have a social gathering in the professional, I don't know, field.
Yeah,
But
because you've got a
I'm not
purpose and
able
you've
to
got a
order a
subject matter
pizza.
to talk about, right?
Yeah. And I don't know. In my personal life, I'm very quiet, and unless I really trust you, I get very chatty. So that's when I like I like you because I get very chatty and then I'm more confident. But in general, I'm like quiet and don't speak a lot.
so t-shirt number 2 is done.
So you're on fire,
Hey.
Crystal.
Yeah, well, all I'm doing is writing, so it's a little easier for me. I mean, I had the one when we made the announcement that I had made that day. And then all I did was write. I'm probably going to darken it a bit at the top, but it says, "Take your power back, speak your truth."
I did
So,
use truth as well, just because I'll probably do, well, I know I'll do another t-shirt when we do our other live. And I don't know, I might do something more with believe, but mine says, believe me, I was for my truth.
mhm. So, and I have to say, welcome back, Body Illusion. I'm so excited to see you.
Oh, is she here?
Yes,
she in the
I
chat?
actually.
Oh, there you are. Hey, girl, what's going on?
Mhm.
We
Hope
were
you're doing
all sending you healing vibes and thinking
Yes.
about you. Everyone, every
absolutely.
channel was asking about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were highly missed, Body Illusion.
Yes.
Body, I was just in Izzy Scott's chat the other day, and she asked about you, said she had heard some words that you had made it out of the hospital and was just wondering on an update and sending her love across the channel. So definitely passing that on since I've seen you. So please know from Izzy and from everybody in her chat, they are sending you love and well wishes and hope everything goes in the right direction for you. And so glad to see that you're posting again, even just your little shorts. I think that is absolutely wonderful. I've tried to click on as many as I've seen.
So I did send Body Illusion the link for the StreamYard if you are feeling up to just stopping in and saying hi. We would love to say hi to your beautiful bubbliness. We've missed you. but don't feel any pressure. I love
Yeah.
you, and you know that.
No
But-
obligation and no obligation to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Other than, the weather or anything that's on your mind.
So, but yeah. So, and
And that goes for this channel in general. There's no requirement that you have to reveal your trauma or even have a trauma that you know of in order to be with this channel. Supporters are encouraged. We love our supporters because we know as survivors, we would not be where we are without people who were supporting us, whether it was family, friends, our mental health professionals that may be in our lives.
You look so cute today, by the way. I watched you go grab whatever it was. You look adorable.
I was watching. I needed to grab put something on my hair.
But you look adorable. Like your little shorts and stuff. I wish I could be wearing shorts.
I was
You look
going
so
to work
cute.
out after this, so just going
Like
to my.
you look adorable.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, take the compliment.
Thank you.
And we all want to be able to wear shorts.
Yeah, right. I
don't want to brag about the weather.
Well,
yeah. Just your presence, brags. That's all right.
Next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. I land in Fort Lauderdale, and Saturday I plan on going live on Hollywood Beach. And yes, I will be in shorts, and hopefully it'll be warm enough to be in a tankini because I do have the mommy pooch at this point.
You're going to be in shorts whether it's 50 degrees or not, just to prove a point. I'm in Florida.
Yes.
So I
also plan on posting some shorts because I am doing a throwback. I am making Matt go roller skating at the roller skating rink that I grew up skating in because they have Throwback Thursday. And we are going to go roller skating, and I'm going to post video of me being all kinds of silly and roller skating and just having a good time in Florida.
That's awesome.
So,
you should.
Yes, I will be rubbing my warm weather in y'all's face, but I will only be there for 5 days. So, and then I will be back in the cold.
So then we get to rub all the cold into your face afterwards.
I'm sorry, but I want to, show that we're having fun. Hi, Mandy. Good to see you, hon.
Hey, look at your channel. It's up to you. Do what you want, girl.
Should I tell everybody, what we're going on? What Matt had said, why we don't have as many subscribers or views, the joke that I told you, Mac?
Oh, I don't care. That's fine.
Matt was saying, well, because I was doing dishes and I was throwing one of the pods into the dishwasher, and he goes, now, I don't have to worry about you doing the whole Tide Pod challenge, right? He's like, you are a influencer now and everything. And I was like, no, I have a brain. And he goes, that's why you don't get all the views and subscribers. You actually have a brain and make your viewers think about stuff. He's like, because if you think about it, all the big guys, everybody just subscribes because they want to see what stupid thing they're gonna do next.
Or drama.
Yeah. I love that. It looks great.
Here's I messed up that top M, but and then it says my truth at the bottom. And I'm gonna put some hearts.
So I don't know how many of you guys know Glitter World. She sometimes shows up at my lives, but
seen her around. It's in the name.
Yeah, she's with her church group right now, but she does say that she did make a t-shirt to donate to the cause. So I just got to get the pictures from her.
Oh, okay.
She's at church right now.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
So
we did this because, some people it's easier for them to do it then, and we thought we'd do it a little earlier than I'm normally on, so that anybody in Europe who wanted to join can come over. Mandy the Catsby, welcome. Thank you for stopping in.
So
If you hey, drop a note in the chat if you're actually making a t-shirt with us, or if you're just joining for the chat today. Either way is totally fine. We love you regardless, but I'd love to know if any of you out there are actually making t-shirts with us.
I know I've got a few that are
Bye, Janet.
like Glitter World, you know, who is
Have
who
a
is sending
fabulous
the picture.
day. Sorry, Crystal, just saying bye, Janet. Have a fabulous day. I know you're gonna have fun.
So
Good time. Yeah, I'll be excited to see them. I'm looking forward to looking at the submissions and seeing what everyone put together.
Yep, and then putting together like the really cool collage that we're gonna
Yep.
do for our clothesline.
Exactly. And we'll put together something to where you can kind of just, you'll see all the pictures, but then like a slideshow type of thing where you can see them, individually.
Yep.
And
I
that'll
might
be
do
our
a music montage slideshow.
Yeah, I think the clothesline will be like, or the slideshow will be like our clothesline. You see it go through as
Yep.
you can imagine walking along the clothesline.
So.
And April is also Sexual Assault Awareness Month for anyone who didn't know. It's also, I think, National Stress Relief or Stress Awareness Month or something like that. I can't quite remember what the terminology.
Well, you don't have to make it right at the moment, but if you want to make one, like Max said.
Yeah, anytime, Mel. You don't have to be making a t-shirt, but thanks for letting us know. Yeah, I was just interested to see if anybody was out there crafting with us. But we sorry, I was just reading the chats.
Aquarius said that they're making a shirt. Awesome. And thank you for saying that you loved what I had put. The t-shirt that I had done for the announcement had said, don't ask me why I stayed. Celebrate that I'm free. So remember?
If you don't understand the domestic violence cycle of abuse, it is really hard for people who don't get that to understand why people can't just up and leave. There's so many reasons that people don't, from financial reasons to safety reasons. One of the most dangerous times for somebody to leave an abusive relationship is the day they leave, within the first 24 hours after they leave. So it's a scary time. And a lot of people, one of the prime things that abusers love doing is isolating you from your support system, isolating you from your family. And a lot of times, depending on how many years have gone by, you've broken off things with people, you don't have the support system. And, where do you go? People are like, well, just go to the domestic violence shelter. Well, it's not always an option.
It's not that easy.
You may not have room. It's easy to find you. There's just a whole.
If there's even one around.
Yes, exactly. If one is around and has space. And, because depending on if you've got, is it just you? Do you have kids that you're doing? Depending on the ages of the kids, there's a lot that goes into it. And,
the shame of being there and like,
yep.
That.
And this is a perfect segue into talking about the foundation.
There you go. And let me just mention before you do, one of the things that we do not have are separate domestic violence shelters for men. They just go to the homeless shelter. Yeah. And we know that men are abused as well. They say the numbers are going up. No, I think the reporting is just catching up with actually what the reality is. Because if you listen to people, say my parents' age, and you listen to kind of what they they'll talk about, oh, there was a couple and it was a domineering woman and a milquetoast husband or whatever. And you start talking in more depth of it, you're realizing this is exactly what they're describing. This was an abusive relationship, somebody who was in a domestic violence situation, whether there was the physical violence or not. And people don't realize,
Mental abuse is 10 times worse than physical.
It's so horrid, and it's so long lasting. As I think somebody wrote a T-shirt and said, the physical bruises heal within a few weeks. The mental scars last a lifetime.
Yep.
And that was a very powerful T-shirt because it happens. So the need for some place for someone to go, whether they're male or female, is critical. And this is one of the longer term goals of Crystal with her M&A Foundation. And I will let you talk about it.
Awesome, because I'm done creating my shirt for the day, as you can see.
There you go. So go ahead, take it away.
Thank you for, as Linus from Linus Tech Tips does, a segue to our, but instead of sponsor, me. So what M&A Foundation is a foundation that I'm starting. It's twofold. It is going to be virtual and physical. It is a sanctuary project. The virtual sanctuary is going to be support groups, mental health help, things like that for people that don't need a physical sanctuary, for those that have people to run to, or they are able to keep their homes and get the abuser out, things like that. It's for the mental. The support groups will be on a private server ran by me, so they will be safe.
For the people who can't get to a physical sanctuary, at least they will have something.
Yes. And the second part is the physical sanctuary. I would like to have one in every state and hopefully, worldwide, whether it's under the M&A Foundation or other foundations like what I'm doing and decide to create these themselves. Like I said earlier, the sanctuary part, the on the ground is inspired by Project Hope, because they have done what I want to do for domestic abuse for sex trafficking victims. It's not a shelter. It is an actual sanctuary program where you are there for 6 months to a year, where you will be taught financial literacy, self-defense, parenting classes, how to be self-sufficient again. You will be given the tools you need to be able to start over and the time to learn to trust yourself and others again.
I think everything that you just said in there is just incredible when you start unpacking the services. This is a unique view in that most places are there for basically temporary housing and kind of pass you off to other agencies in order to get this, that, or the other help. The places that combine everything together are definitely fewer and farther between. And to even think to include something like self-defense, as somebody who has a martial arts background, I know that I started that when I was 9, and how empowering it was for me at that point. And I was able to stand up to some people who came into my life afterwards, not physically, but just having the confidence in myself that to say, no, thank you. No, I'm out of here. No, no. And there's so much more than just feeling like, okay, I'm physically able to take somebody down, when you're dealing with self-defense. And so I think that's absolutely wonderful.
And yes, at first it will be late.
Hi, Ollie.
Yes, hello, my chocolate covered lotus flower. That is an
I thought it
inside
was
thing,
oatmeal, and that was my little dyslexia getting in the way.
you know. But like, I have Ollie, you're never late, my love. He is overseas in Europe, so. But like my LinkedIn community, I already have people who want to help, and like a very wonderful woman, my friend Leah, is going to be creating a basic financial literacy video course for the foundation to help teach financial literacy, because a lot of people, they get so isolated and so controlled financially that they don't know how to even pay their bills anymore because they've been so controlled.
Right, or
You
balance
know?
a checkbook or budget, or
Yeah.
just the basics of
Just the
what my
basics
son
of
learned
living.
in what they're teaching in high school now, which I think is great, because you
Mhm.
graduate high school and you have absolutely no idea what to do with money you're supposed to be making afterwards, or you're
Yeah.
supposed to go to college and and do
Yeah.
what you still
So,
have.
I mean, my friend Leah, she's going to be donating, and Ollie, absolutely, he wants to be part of that as a guinea pig and also exchange
Exchange
services.
services, yeah.
You
And
know,
that's
Ollie
great.
is all about teaching languages, helping to learn other languages.
Oh wow, you definitely would have your challenge cut out with me. I am like poster child for, if it's something written, give me enough time, and I'll give me my rules and vocab and stuff, and I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But actually talking and getting my brain to make that conversation, connection, translation in order to come out my mouth. 4 years
I
of
mean,
French in high school didn't do a whole heck of a lot in order to make that happen.
and what's funny is Ollie is French, very French. I love him. Ollie is my chocolate covered lotus flower. In fact,
Un peu français. That's about all I remember right now.
a
So
lot. Okay, everybody has seen my brand, the kitty phoenix sitting in the lotus flower. The lotus flower is because of Ollie.
oh, that's wonderful.
One of the, like, when we first met and started speaking and becoming friends, he had said that I inspired him and reminded him of a lotus flower, how they're sturdy and but yet beautiful and everything. So it became our thing, with the kitty phoenix and everything. And we talk about food and Studio Ghibli movies. Those are our things that we also talk mental health. We both love Humble Bundle. It's Ollie, the link is there, but I'll send it to you directly, honey. You're welcome to join us. Always. I'm
You
sending
guys
this to you
are
on WhatsApp
French
right now.
to each other, and the rest of us will just kind of like not know what's going on.
Oh, he just wants to introduce himself.
No, I understand. I know.
I'm gonna drop to do some other things, but it was lovely to be here and nice to talk to you, Crystal.
Thank
Mac,
you.
I'll message you later.
Absolutely.
Love you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
So, but Ollie has been one of my firmest supporters for
Hey,
a
Flick,
very
what's
long
going
time.
on? How you doing? I am so glad to see you. Hope all is well.
Hello, Flick. Welcome.
We did put the donation spots up there today. So if I get anywhere near London, I will certainly, if my butt is going to be anywhere on UK soil, I will let all of you know. I know I've got you and James and Adrian and there's a few other ones of you guys who are in the UK, and nothing is that far away from me. I love Carmel's earlier comments, and we were all just hunched over looking at our thing. I feel like I'm watching three toddlers concentrating on their art. I love it.
Bonjour, my handsome Ollie. Welcome. Ollie, meet my...
Bonjour.
I
Merci.
thought you
Merci
had
beaucoup.
met Mac before, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know if we've been in a live. I think Ollie's been on screen and like I've been in the chat.
Well, I'm not here to introduce myself. I'm here to acknowledge your brilliance.
Ollie loves to play with words, and so you will get a nickname with Mac and everything, just because that's what Ollie does.
That's
Just to
totally
let
fine.
you know.
Totally fine. I love nicknames. We've got
So-
Mac up as the nickname anyway. When Indigo reminded me of mac and cheese yesterday when David was on with me, I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that because we were looking for, we hate besties, right? We don't have a replacement. Somebody said it's mac and cheese on the screen. I was
Well,
like,
I have a fun question for you. Are you good at repairing your house? At
somewhat.
painting, yeah, because then you can become the MacGyver.
I actually, I love doing woodwork. I'm really good at painting. I've done tiling work and stuff like that. I'm just in terms of more handiness than that, I do prefer to have somebody else do it. I will do it if I absolutely have to, but I do prefer someone else. But I get basics. So
Or
maybe I'll
sushi.
get it down the road.
Yeah.
See, and I'm that freak of nature that loves to do the painting of the house and all of that.
Painting's totally fine. Don't ask me
Mhm.
wallpaper. That's like a nightmare.
Or a sushi chef, because then you can present some maki.
So
My brain is boiling. My brain is boiling.
He walked away. I was gonna say I have to order him one of Ollie. I have to order one of these cup. Hey, I love the egg eyes, but I have to send you one of these from Gemina's. Has the cards, then the coffee.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
I don't need any more objects. I have a lot of cups, and you have plenty of cups. What I would like to have is human exchange, and I call it the chocolate. Like it could be like one piece of chocolate is equivalent to 1 hour. So, for instance, I give you one piece of chocolate of me teaching you French or Italian, and then you or anyone in your community can give me back something if I need. It's like the Let's local exchange trade service, because at some point I'm not
It's a
anymore.
barter system, but it works.
I was just going to say that the old barter system.
I'm not anymore the materialistic person, and I think I never was. But we are whole human being in our vehicle, and at some point we are going to leave Earth. So I say that because I lost one of my best friends 2 or 3 months ago, and thank you. And I used to have a coffee chat with him, but the last time was in September that I was able to meet him face to face. And he passed away on the 6th of December. So for me, it's about as long as Crystal is her amazing vehicle, or Mac, I don't know your pronoun, but I assume her amazing vehicle, then it's amazing. It's a blessing, because we are here in an amazing vessel that's called Earth, and we are pouring so much excellent vibes in this world. So that's me cracking the eggs.
Ollie's a trip. He's amazing. And you're showing the eggs, and I'm thinking, okay, I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm starving.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get more coffee. I
chocolate.
finished my shirt for now. I don't know. I may add some more things later on. I'll have to.
Oh,
Here,
believe me.
I was for my truth.
That's mine, and I threw a couple of hearts on there. That I can make. I can make hearts. So
Could you explain the meaning?
Take a picture of it, huh?
Could you explain the meaning behind this teacher?
Oh yeah. So the Clothesline Project was originally started in Massachusetts, Hyannisport, Cape Cod area, by a women's organization. And the idea was originally for domestic violence and sexual assault survivors to speak their truths and to break the silence in regards to the fact that it was something happening, but people weren't talking about. And so they created this project as an art installation. They had people make T-shirts, and then they hung them up on a clothesline and installed the clothesline in a public place where people could come by and read whatever they had to say. And it took off from there. Different women's organizations and college campuses and just other organizations have taken it and done stuff with it. I don't
Kristen
know.
Bond has participated in it. Ollie knows Kristen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's done a virtual one like we are doing.
I don't think so.
But yeah, I haven't researched it in depth enough to know. But since we are in a virtual world, we can't possibly have a physical installation. We are having everybody just make their T-shirts, whether they are a survivor of any sort of trauma or whether they have a particular mental condition or illness that they support or are actively have, or if you're just a supporter of the cause of breaking the silence in regards to all these things that we don't like to talk about in society.
Sharon said that she's going to do one and she's going to talk to her son about it. Ollie's very good friends with Sharon Byrne and I.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's my LinkedIn crew.
Yeah. Yep.
And we actually are streaming to my LinkedIn as well right now.
Okay. And Carmel just threw up the link to the clotheslineproject.org, which is the original. And so there you can see tons of examples of different places that have done things. People have thrown in or sent in their photos from their installations that they have done, and so the Clothesline Project has them up there. And then they've got instructions on how to get your own Clothesline Project started. So we thought that this was a worthy cause. It interested me when I first saw it 6 months ago, and then Crystal and I were talking and thought, time has now been on a year, gotten the baseline of what I wanted to accomplish in that year done, and let's move forward with something else. And
Max said, "Hey, Crystal, you want to join me in this?"
Yeah, exactly. You got a crew out there who you can tap into and who might be interested in this, and I've got a crew over here. And when you make your T-shirt, all you need to do is take a photo of it and send it to either Crystal or I, and we are going to put it together into a virtual clothesline. So a nice montage and a slideshow, and that will be presented on submissions will be taken until April 1st. And then April 19th is national, in the United States, it's National Hangout Day, meaning hang out your laundry. So clothesline. So we are going to I thought you'd appreciate that, Ollie. So we're going to have our debut of all of our submissions then on April 19th. And that's a Saturday program of mine. So.
Yes.
Yep. Here, I've actually got my thing. I can put that up. There we go.
And it honestly would just be easier if all the submissions, even the ones from my side, go to this email instead of us trying to track everything down just in the comment or the
subject line.
The subject line, please just put Project Clothesline and just send them there, because if we're trying to track down everything on multiple emails, it will be a headache and not everybody is guaranteed to be included. So if we
I'll get them all in, and I'll just put them in a folder, and then when we're done with all of them, I'll be able to copy the folder over to Crystal as well. Two, if you do not want your name or your handle associated with your submission, please let us know.
Yes.
We've kind of gone back and forth as to whether do automatic not have it, automatic have it. any opinions on that? You know, do you think you want, if you, even if you're not thinking about doing a submission, if you were to do a submission, would you want your name associated with that, whether that's your real name or whether it's your YouTube name?
Yeah.
Do you want it associated with it? So if you do actually send a submission, and please make sure that you let us know whether or not you want your name
Yeah.
associated with your submission. I think we're leaning towards right now, we're not going to include them unless somebody says, just so that we don't out somebody who didn't
Yeah.
want it. And I think that's the safest way for us to do it.
Yeah, honestly, I think just the submission. I mean, if you're wearing the t-shirt like I am in the picture, then we're gonna know who you are, and that's cool.
Or you can take it from here down. You know, if you want to take a
it's
submission,
really up to
you don't
you.
have to wear it. You can put it
Yeah.
on the table and take a picture of it as well. But guys, whatever you feel comfortable with, like we said, even if it's making something online, a graphic, you know, of a t-shirt, or of your saying, and this is my submission, that's okay too. You don't have to grab a t-shirt, and like we said, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. This is an old t-shirt of mine that I just used the back of. And you know, Goodwill or any sort of.
Matt's granny gave me this t-shirt because she knows I like tie-dye. And, you know, the whole red, white, and blue thing, you know, freedom, to me, I figured that was a great t-shirt to do it with.
Hey, Deaudrey, how are you? Deaudrey is moving, was currently moving yesterday, and is currently moving today. Kat is so upset. This should be your last move for a while, though. Am I correct? I thought you signed a lease for a good long time, like a year maybe on this one. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we've had several of our community members who have been moving around. Crystal M just got a new place and moved into her apartment. She's so excited.
Crystal with a K?
Crystal with K, Crystal M. Yes. And new start for her. And Deaudrey says, yes, put in for a year. Great. Well, your cat will hopefully love it after a few days.
Yes.
I know that can be.
I love you guys, but I'm hungry. It's almost lunchtime and I haven't had breakfast.
Yeah,
yet.
and I'm out of coffee.
Before I'm going to share something before I leave, because for me it's really important, because we talked about survivor, and before that I was having the assumption that a survivor is someone who was trafficked or having huge domestic issues or parenting issues. But at the same time, I truly believe that surviving, in this world, I think we are all surviving with what's happening. I'm not in the US, so I'm not having what you are living right now. But imagine someone that is a transgender or non-binary or a disabled person or an autistic person or a person of color, many layers of people that are surviving just because beep on top decided to do this or that or this or that, to lay off things, to cancel all the things, to block, to have access to some stuff. So I truly believe that we are all surviving in a way. I was surviving to my mom's illness and death, and for that I was shy first to call myself a survivor because of that. But I truly believe that I can call myself a survivor, even if I was not beaten. I was in the boarding school for 2 years, surviving that kind of environment on my own, seeing my dad only on the weekends.
Surviving being bullied.
Yeah,
exactly. Well done. Good on point.
I know your story, so I knew where you were going with it. And you are a survivor. Bullying,
trauma. Bullying is one. When we call it little t in the psych world, it's called a little t trauma. It's one of those traumas that builds and builds and builds and builds.
And also I would like also to say that we need also to pay attention about words. Me myself, sometimes I have to look about my quote unquote blind spot, or to stand up for people, because this is a blazon of vocabulary that is important. So that's the same with, I think, the big T and the small T traumas, because big T trauma and small T trauma there is no comparison because they are all the same. It's like paper cuts. You receive
Exactly.
one big shock or 1,000 of paper cuts. It's the same. It's the same impact.
Trauma is trauma.
And
It doesn't matter if it's
yeah,
We say it all the time on here. Trauma is trauma is trauma. The
and you
trauma,
don't
the
compare
traumatic event
traumas.
differs, but how it affects us, it affects us all the same. And
Yeah.
it's just the
yeah,
the amount of things that we have to work through and the specifics of what our trauma is. But
yeah,
it doesn't matter
yeah.
how you got there.
And in a
Exactly.
few seconds, I can share finally. I was able to share it in the anthology. I think I'm not sure, but when I was at school, a group of people, of course, there is a leader and there are the followers, but a group of people, the leader tried to make me swallow a fake caoutchouc plastic poo. It was a poo fake, and they tried to make me eat that. They forced me on doing that, and I also So I think the most important is whatever happened in the past. This is the past, but I don't want that to happen anymore anywhere
Mhm.
with anyone. We are interconnected. We have
Very much
information.
so.
There are thousands and thousands of voices that are speaking. Like one was shocking. In 2015, I was seeing a movie that was really wow, moving my heart. And I invite you to. There are many movies like The Third Wave, but there was a Daughter of India. This kind of film that was documenting what happened to a young woman and her brother. They were both in a bus, and they were molested by a group of people in the bus in India, and she died. So my craving, if I have my last message before I leave this session, and if I leave this earth, is that I don't want anything that happens to that sort to anyone on earth, no matter what. There is no excuse, no reason that kind of things happen to anyone, whether it's about violence, bullying, domestic abuse, or bad parenting. We need
Yeah.
to make changes so that it doesn't happen to anyone on earth. That's my craving.
Speaking out and breaking the silence with it and acknowledging it publicly and in society is definitely the first step.
Yeah.
And, education's the second step. And these are the two main goals of surviving together of this channel here, as well as having a safe space for a community to be able to talk about these issues, whether you're a survivor or a supporter of survivors. I think they
Or a
say that
survivor leader.
upwards of 80-90% of people will suffer trauma at some point in their life. They may not recognize it as such. They may not label it as such. It may be a trauma that they're able to get over within a few weeks or a few months, depending on what it is and their support system and all the factors that go into being able to heal. This is Moki, by the way. He's quite ticked off that I haven't let him outside yet. He's like, I see snow melting. That means it must be warmer. It means I get to go outside. So I'll let after we're done here. But 100%, it is something that we can all play a part in. And so I thank you guys all for being here today. Thanks you, Ollie, for coming up.
Yeah.
Crystal, thanks for being here and making a shirt with me. I'll take
Always.
a picture of my shirt and I'll email it to myself and we'll put it in the folder. Take a picture of yours, that one and the other one that you've done. And
when I dig it out of the
when you
abyss of
find
my
it,
laundry.
when it makes it out of everything. No worries. Send it on over. Anybody else who is making one today, once you get it, please go ahead and shoot me an email and we'll put it in the folder. Just put Clothesline Project in the subject line so that we know that what it is. And if you do want your name associated with your project, please let us know that as well, because otherwise we are going to just have submissions without names. But it's
we love you guys. Thank you. But My tummy is grumbling. I'm going to
Go,
go
go,
eat.
go, and I will say our final goodbyes.
I love you guys. Thank you so much, everybody that came. And thank you for Team Replay as well. You are very appreciated, both on LinkedIn and YouTube. Please like and subscribe when it comes to the YouTube channel. We love you all.
Thanks, Crystal. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
All right. So I'm trying not to have to move my computer, so I'm scooching down here so I can say goodbye to you guys. Thank you all for stopping in. I really appreciate it. We will announce here in probably about a week and a half or so when our next crafting day is, that you can join us and make a t-shirt or just join us for conversation. More than likely it'll be on a Sunday again. However, I don't know, we might have it on a Saturday morning. During the week is tough for me to do anything other than evenings. So if you have a thought with a time in mind or a day that you think that you know would be good for you, that you'd rather see a late night, at 9 o'clock or something like that, put a note in the comments or shoot me an email. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button on the way out. If you haven't subscribed, why not? I know you may have gotten over here because of Crystal, but I hope you stay because of the rest of this community. It is a wonderful, wonderfully supportive community, regardless of what you're going through in life right now. I am sure that you will find people who you will connect with here. And that's what we're about. We're about connection, healing, and education. So with that, I will say have a great day. Thank you to everybody who was here tonight. Thank you, Carmel, for wrenching. I appreciate it so much. And please remember that you are worthy. You are loved. You are valuable. And as a special on today, I want to say, because of my t-shirt that I made, I want to reiterate what I say in my intro is, we hear you, we see you, and we believe you. So if you ever need somewhere to come, here is it. Surviving together, never alone. Hugs and love from me, guys. Mac out. I love you. Have a good rest of your day. And I will see you on Wednesday, where we will be 100% guaranteed. I swear to goodness on my life, we will be talking about gut health and mental health and the connection between the two. Is there a connection? 100% there is. And some of the research is going to blow your mind. So I've used the extra time wisely to hopefully boil this down into something that's going to be a good conversation for us all to have on Wednesday. And then Saturday, a week from today, is Laugh Saturday, guys. So get ready to, okay, what I was going to say is not going to sound right. Get ready to laugh. How about that? So a week from today, Laugh Saturday. A week from yesterday. Let me get that. I'm never live on a Sunday, guys. I'm all messed up. All right, I'm out. Mwah. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
In the darkest nights, we find our light. Battered souls, but we won't lose sight. Surviving together, never alone. Through every trial, we carry on. Surviving together, never alone. Through every trial, we carry on. Surviving together, we stand tall. United forever. Strength and courage will overcome. Oh, surviving together, victorious, and never, never alone. Hand in hand, we'll face the unknown.
We see you, we hear you, and we believe you.